Welcome to Speak Truth America. I am Des.
And I'm Serene.
A show where we are pro-God,
pro-freedom, and
pro-truth.
We're just a couple of hippie patriots bringing you what the TV can't televise.
That's right. We got producer Brian back there making it all happen. Welcome to episode 3.
All right, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
So, did we just have the biggest victory or what?
Yeah!
I mean, did any of us really think that it was going to happen like that?
No.
Like, I know we were all traumatized, all had PTSD from what happened in 2020, and we were all fully expecting for some shenanigans to go down, right?
I'm still expecting shenanigans to go down. I mean,
a lot of people are, so.
Like 2025, well into November, I'm going to be like, okay, now I think we actually won.
Right, but was that not the best night of the year?
Oh,
like,
it's like this weight has just been lifted.
To me, it was like amazing how he was up the entire time. Not once did she pull ahead at all. Throughout the entire race, he was ahead.
They had to give her California, even though there was like no votes counted yet. Like, oh, it's looking so bad. Just give her California.
That's right. There was 0% reporting, and California called for Kamala.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I remember, and if you guys stayed up till 3, all night in 2020, you remember what we all remember. Like, I remember looking at you going, OMG, babe, like, this is a blowout. Like, we won. Yeah, this is huge. He's got he's up 700,000 votes in Pennsylvania in 2020. You remember that?
And then we all woke up the next day and what happened?
They stopped the counting stops.
Counting completely stopped.
Refresh. Nothing really, 94%, or it was like something, it was in the 90s, I think. And it was like, what's going on here? And it's like, okay, it's been a couple hours. They're not going to do anything. And then 8 o'clock in the morning?
Right. So
go to bed for a little bit.
I know we all had that in the backs of our minds. So it was actually a good thing. And it served us this time because I know everyone stayed up. We did not go to sleep. We kept in prayer. We kept watching. We kept making sure there was no funny business. We were vigilant. And I think that really made a difference this time because they knew they couldn't get away with that again. Yeah.
There had no mail-in shenanigans. And don't get me wrong, there's shenanigans. There's got to be some shenanigans.
Yeah.
Right now, as it stands, somehow in Arizona, Ruben Gallego has more votes than Carrie Lake and the 2 independents. More votes than Kamala Harris and the 2 independent candidates combined. Somehow the guy running for Senate has more votes than their Democrat presidential candidate and the 2 third-party candidates.
Well, we'll talk about that another day, but right now, we got to show you the map because if you haven't seen this is beautiful. Talk about a red wave. This was a red tsunami. Look at that. Look at it. Everything's red. There's only small little cities that are blue. And yeah, they have big populations, but it's just so funny how the left says that, echo chamber of truth, blah, 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 blah. If you look at this map, you show me the echo chambers. You can't say the entire country is an echo chamber. All those blue little areas that you see, those are the echo chambers.
Right. This was more than just an election for a presidency. It shows that the United States does not believe what the mainstream media is telling people anymore. They spent like $1 billion on Kamala's campaign, got no progressive gains. We don't have it on this one, I don't think, but that shows where Kamala outperformed. They even showed this on CNN, where Kamala outperformed Biden. She didn't outperform him anywhere. Let that sink in. $1 billion and didn't outperform him anywhere.
And it's because we, the people, are fed up and we can see the truth. We can see the lies. We know what's up. And this was a big middle finger to the political establishment. And I think that we definitely sent our message.
Yeah, that's right.
So right on. Good job for everyone voting.
Right.
Virtual high five. Like, we did it.
We don't believe your indictments. We don't believe your weaponized legalism. We don't believe your garbage that you're spewing out all the time. We don't believe that we're Nazis. We don't believe that he's a dictator. All fake news. And now that you can take that to the bank now and say, look, America doesn't believe that.
Yeah. And it was just really heartwarming. And I think it gave us a lot more hope for the future, knowing that our votes actually do count. So I know we were all traumatized from last time. So our votes count, always vote.
Right. Those red shifts all across America really have happened. And we can pull that up. We got that where mostly, I mean, obviously the West Coast, they say less, but you look at how many more counties went red. Look how much more of California went red. It's not on this graphic here, but you can see where the clear red shifts are from where this was from before. You don't see very much blue. You don't see the country shifting blue. You only see red. Now, this isn't an edited map of taking out some of the blue. No, that's the only blue there is. There's a blue mirage, if you will.
Right. So this is just really exciting because we already know that Trump is assembling his team, and it's the most amazing, badass team that we've ever seen. So a couple of those people, we just wanted to show you guys some clips from some of the Dream Team. So let's pull up the one from what?
As I like to call them, the Revengers.
The Revengers. Let's pull up the one with RFK talking about his plans on making America healthy again.
Let's do it.
Hi, this is Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and I'm here outside of the United States Department of Agriculture to tell you about a win-win policy that I'll be pushing in the Trump administration. It's a win for farmers, for consumers, and for the environment. And the purpose is to make America healthy again. America's current ag policy is destroying America's health on every level. It's destroying the economic health of farmers by forcing them to get big or get out. Big corporate farms do just fine, while the small and medium family operators are squeezed to the point of collapse. It also destroys the health of America's soil and water by tilting the playing field in favor of more chemicals, more herbicides, more insecticides, more concentrated monocrops and feedlots. And finally, it destroys the health of consumers. Not only do the chemicals pollute our bodies, the same way that they pollute the soil, but corporate interests have hijacked the USDA's dietary guidelines to make natural, unprocessed foods merely an afterthought. That's one reason why 70% of the American diet now consists of ultra-processed food. We're going to change that. We're going to give farmers an off-ramp from the current system that destroys their health, wrecks the soil, makes Americans sick, and destroys family farms. We're going to rewrite the regulations to give the smaller operators a break. We're going to encourage sustainable, regenerative farming that can build soil and replenish aquifers. We're going to ban the worst agricultural chemicals that are already prohibited in other countries. And we're going to remove conflicts of interest from the USDA dietary panels and commissions. I've seen some of what America's most innovative regenerative farmers are doing today. They can literally green deserts. They rebuild depleted soils. Wells that have been dry for 30 years start flowing again. They heal the land, and some of them make a very good living doing it. But unfortunately, many more have to fight the system in order to do what's right. It doesn't have to be this way. And when Donald Trump gets me inside the building I'm standing outside of right now, it won't be this way anymore. American agriculture will come roaring back, and so will American health. If you want this to happen as much as I do, please donate what you can to make America.
Sweet. Awesome. Yeah. So I don't know about you guys, but that is what I am most excited about. I've been a huge advocate for health and wellness and organic living and all that for a long time. And this is just so amazing that this is even being talked about right now, let alone going to be implemented in just a couple months here. Right,
guys, this is where the left and the right, can come together and meet and find the unity together.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, right? This is a possible opening where if you go to like health food stores, I'm going to generalize here. You're going to find more lefties. You're going to find more Kamala voters, right? More Democrats, because that's something that has already been prioritized a little higher. I'll just say it from the left. That's one thing that you see from the left that they've, got to give kudos to them. We got to, we're all countrymen. We're all in this together. We're all Americans. That's one thing that I could see that the left has pushed more ground on. It's made more seriously. Even California has made a little bit more of a push to have more higher health standards. And that's where we can actually come together, because the attack on America, guys, has already started. Yep. It started in your kitchen.
So hopefully this is what brings us all together, is the health of our nation, because I don't think anyone can really argue with that, right?
Right. Absolutely not.
So that's really awesome. Let's move on to Kash Patel, because I'm hearing rumors that he could be head of the CIA, which I think would be so amazing. Let's see what he has to say.
And then when we go back to DOJ and FBI, we still don't have all the list, all the FISAs, all of the stuff they did to 275,000 Americans illegally in 1 year. Put that out there. I'm not saying put in the recipe on how to do it. We can keep the hood on the engine, but we can show the American people how they violated our rights. And to me, what you said is the most important: restoring trust.
Yes.
In our agencies and departments. That the way to do that is not to get a piñata and just punch them mercilessly and hoping for some bubble gum to pop out. The way to do that is to literally give the American people the truth. And that's what they feared about Donald Trump. He's going to come in there and maybe give him the Epstein list and maybe give him the P. Diddy list. You know, he's going to come up there and maybe do all these things, and they are terrified.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. First off, I love that he's wearing a shirt that says based, because there was nothing more based I've ever heard than that.
Yeah, and I love that hat too, by the way. I want one. If you guys know where to get one, put it in the comments and hit like and subscribe if you like what you hear and you want to help us speak truth to America, guys.
But he is so right. Like, transparency in our 3-letter agencies, we have lost that so much throughout the years. And the only way to regain trust is to get back to transparency. And I love that he is going to be leading the charge on a lot of those things.
Yeah. Again, the attack on America in the kitchen, on people, like, it's already been part of what the plan has been to take down people, is that, like Trump said, he's our retribution. It's our retribution against these things, not his retribution. They want to try to fool you that he's in there to get his retribution. No, he's there to be our retribution against these agencies, which work hand in hand with Big Pharma, Big Agra, Monsanto, places like that, that
Right.
will prioritize their profiteering, their power over the American people's health. And now the time, we can't have a country with the trust. If we don't have trust in our institutions, you don't have a country. The whole thing falls apart. So they've been attacking America at the seams in these ways, and now is the chance where we get to take it all back.
Yeah, so these are the types of leaders that Trump is trusting our country with. And I really love that he is like using the relationships that he's already built, the people that he already knows that are loyal and that are.
And now a word from our sponsor.
All right. Well, I think that's going to do it for today. If you enjoyed today's episode, please remember to like and subscribe. We are all here for a reason, and it's up to us to create a better world together. So remember to always seek truth and always speak truth, even if your voice shakes.
That's right, guys. Stay powered up in the armor of God, because it's only through him that we can do all things.
Amen. All right. Much love.
Much love, you guys.
Peace out.
Peace.